Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. So today, many of you may recognise the background. I'm in Skyrim again. If you've watched the channel before, you'll know that I started playing this game a few months back for the first time in 2025 when I bought it in a PlayStation sale. There's a shock. And I played it a bit less in the last few weeks. I've been busy with other stuff and I've been busy with other games. I've been playing some PC games on Steam and other games on PlayStation, so I've not played it much, but I come back into it a little bit and I thought because I've played it on the channel I'll just give you a slight update on what's happened. So if you watched last time, I was over here in Iverstead and I was going to do the main story quest, which is find the greybeard to see what my destiny is, that kind of business. I think that's the point to it anyway. But while I was there I found a thing where it told me there was a guy who could treat my vampiristic curse, and he was in somewhere over here, no, somewhere there, Morphale, if that's how you say it. So the guy who can treat my vampiristic curse is there, which is across the other side of the map. And if you've watched before, again, you'll know that I kind of got put off when I got the curse, but a couple of people commented that I can continue playing and it's not going to really make a difference. I've continued playing, it's not really made a difference, but I noticed that people kind of noticed that I was becoming a vampire like you would. And I think it's going to make a difference in my interactions in the game ongoingly. And I think that maybe the more I become a vampire, the more difficult it will be for me to interact with random characters, and I may start drinking their blood and stuff like that. So I decided that I need to be on this side of the map and there's no rush to do the main quests. Actually I was kind of just doing them by default because I run around doing random stuff all the way over here. So I thought, let me get to this side of the map and sort of make my way towards there. So I came over to Understone Keep, and I decided to do a quest that said go to the Shrine of Talos to meet a guy who's going to tell me about some conspiracy stuff. And on the way there I bumped into this dude who's somewhere over there. He's hiding in the corner. So he wanted to come and investigate an abandoned house. It didn't look like this when I first came in. He said there's someone worshipping some forbidden sect or something like that in this house, and there's evidence of it anyway, so he wanted to investigate. And because he's obviously not the sharpest tool in the box, he came alone, and then he thought it would be handy to have someone come with him. So that was me, although I could have been part of the cult. He didn't know, so he's a bit of a... Anyway, so I went downstairs with him. We found a door and some kind of haunted stuff going on. All this fog suddenly came in, this floating chests and bits of furniture down there, and there's a door that I can't open and it says you need a key. I can't lockpick it, so I was kind of looking around for the key in this rather misty dark room, and so far I've managed to find a tankard, a wooden plate and some potatoes, which I don't think is going to really do it. So somewhere in this house is going to be a key which I need to find. And I'm going to kind of continue the game in a more... There's that door that I need the key for, but I can't find it. Anyway, I will find it. So I'm going to continue this quest as long as I can find the key. I'm assuming the key is going to be in the house, and not going to be somewhere else in the keep or in the area. That's going to be kind of annoying. But the way this was set up with the guy already waiting there, I'm assuming it's going to be in the house, because it would be a bit sad if I'm going to have to go around the whole of the area looking for a key and he's just going to stand in the house doing that, waiting. But the guy's a bit of a tool anyway. So I'm going to find the key, do that, then I'm going to go and find the Shrine of Talos and see what's going on there. There's obviously a lot of religious conspiracies and undercurrents in this area, so I'm going to see what's going on. And like I said, what I'm going to do overall is make my way to here, because I think that it's even got the name of the guy I should speak to. That's the guy who can cure me. So I'm going to go over there at some point. I'm going to move this way. I've already been there, so I can fast travel to that. and I'm going to try and make my way there. But I'm going to do a few things here first. So that's kind of the state of play with Skyrim. Like I said, it's a game that I like. I would have liked it tons more if I'd played it when it first came out. Not because it was new, I don't mind games looking a bit old, I don't mind that at all. But because I was more into games like Dragon Age and Kingdoms of Amalur and these kind of fantasy games then, which I'm not as much now. But I still like it, and I think it's a nice game to kind of drop into. It's got a nice pace. I like the exploration. I like the fact you can just find, like this guy, find random things going on. There's no push to do a linear story or anything. So I'm going to continue playing it, but it probably won't be huge amounts of playing time. But when I make another discovery, or when I get to Morphal and manage to cure myself, or not cure myself, because I bet that guy's going to want me to go and do 1,000 quests before he can cure me. It's going to be one of those things like, oh, I could cure you, but I can't because my mother needs a plate of food and my father needs this and all this business. But anyway, we'll see. So when I make another video, it will be when I've got some more updates. But until then, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time from Skyrim, take care for now.